Actually, that leads into the fourth and final segment here. So for the past week or so, I've been obsessed with personalities. And actually, you should take a personality test for me after we're done here. I can enter you into my data. And so I've been obsessed with personality tests and everybody's personalities. And I know what my personality is. And so I was like, it just makes it more fitting that I learn more about other people's personalities just based off what mine is. And so how I can implement, like, oh, these people have similar personalities, or these personalities work together, these don't. Maybe I can get them together and they can do something great for humanity. You never know. That's kind of like, plus I can do a whole video on personalities if I ever want to, after I get enough data. I don't know how many people I'm going to end up actually getting. I'm pretty sure I'm at like 16 right now or something crazy. Mm-hmm. But I've just been obsessed with it. What, I guess you don't even know, do you even know about the 16 personality test?
I think I do. I'm not like 100%, but I might know about it.
So like I'm an ENTJ. Extrovert, intuitive, thinker, judger.
Yes. Okay, yep. I've heard about that.
Do you know what you are or no?
I don't necessarily know, but I think I have that whole, I think my mom was telling me it's like woo or something. You have the ability to win over people.
That's actually a strength.
Yeah. Okay. That's the 5 strengths though. I think that's the one I'm thinking of, but
that's a part
I'm not
of
too
it.
sure about the personality one.
I don't have woo. I don't have the gift of woo. I do have charisma, but I do not have the gift of woo. I'm simply, as the website puts it, going to probably fail in all of my relationships. I saw your Q&A when they asked if you had a girlfriend. I'm like, welcome to the club. Of no, we don't. Not a single person in this entire group of YouTubers has a single girlfriend. Like my entire board of directors, not a single one of us has a girlfriend. You don't have a girlfriend. Straight Rat does. Lucky son of a guy. Lucky guy. But the rest of us don't. And I'm just like, so this summer we're gonna take Will and we're gonna beef him up, and we're gonna get him all the women on the hill. That's the goal of the video.
Are you gonna like buy Beachbody 36 or something for him?
No, we're just gonna make him eat a ton of food. Almost swore there. We're gonna make him eat a ton of food, get him to gain a bunch of weight, and then we're gonna make him work out. He's like 5'10". He's taller than the average American man. He's a man now. He's not no child. I mean, he's still growing, and he's still squeaky like a child, but he's transitioning, which is the best time to get him to like bulk up.
Yeah.
At the same time,
I'm only like 5'7", but a majority of the time when somebody's like, whenever something comes into the weights and all that stuff, like because I used to be an athlete, so they'd go like, oh, what's your lifting stuff? I can squat 350. I can squat 315. Like I literally like my legs are literally like 3 times the size of like my body. Like I have elephant thighs, like animal cracker elephant thighs. And then like the rest of my upper body is just like boom.
I'm 6'1", and all my height comes from my legs, and so my legs are just disproportionate. Try and find the video of mine where you can see my entire body, and you'll see like that man has no torso. I don't have a torso, and so my legs are just stupidly long. And so I'm like, well, I'm gonna work out my legs. So I've been doing a lot of biking, so might as well get my only feature and work it out. So yeah, I'm gonna try and lose weight this summer. Phil and Will are gonna try and bulk up, and then this fall they're gonna try and get Will a girlfriend, so that he's not a failure like all of us. Like Phil's never even been on a date, not once in his entire life. At least I've been on a few, but never a second. Have you been on a date with your life? Well, you're only 17, but
no.
Now you can become a YouTuber and you can flex that way. You'll get all the women.
Here's the story about how that happened in class. They're all sitting over there. We're sitting in Chanel's old room, but we're doing all that. We're just all chit-chatting, wherever it is, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting on the complete other side of the room by the window. And the other guy, everyone else is sitting, and then the ones that were all where it was hyping up, chatting about, look at this, all on their phones, were on the right side of the room by, oh, by the way, did you know that they actually, well, you wouldn't, but on the back window where he always used to have all the file cabinets and the shelves, they ripped out the windows and bricked it up. It's a straight wall now. There's nothing there. I don't know. They're not there anymore.
Dungeon.
Oh, you should go. You should look in what used to be Smith's room. It's worse. Not Smith's room. No, Smith's room is still the same. I'm thinking of what was that one, right? Well, Hill's room. It used to be Hill's old room. Now that place, there's nothing there that like it'd be like a dungeon wall that's just straight down.
They actually pulled out the old windows, so now you can't.
The three said, yeah. Well, you still can, but it's the only way to like look like there's something there anymore is to look through the door that sits on that front side. That entire wall is just straight now because they took out the windows and put in like bricked it up, and then they put over plywood or where was the drywall.
Why?
I don't know. I think
Are they trying to make you more depressed?
I don't know, but Newman's the one that's in Schnell's room now. So either way, that's what happened there.
She went from big windows to nothing.
Got these tiny little ones.
Prison.
But either way, they're all sitting over there going, nah. I walk over there, and they're all talking about what the latest thing that they're doing on TikTok. Hey, I got 300 some views on this, blah, blah, blah.
Freaking TikTok.
Oh, yeah. And I'm just sitting there going, I'm just kind of sitting there listening to them all. And I go, what if I told you guys I had something that has like 14,000 views? And they're like, huh? Like, what do you have that's like, because I'm not actually a big guy when it comes to school. Like everyone.
Neither was I. A lot of people didn't know I had a YouTube channel. It took me a long time to finally come out that I did.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. There's only like 5 people that actually knew that I was doing this, but they didn't really know anything about it. And I'm sitting there and I go, what if I told you guys I had something that had 14,000? They go, what do you have that has 14,000 views? Like, they're thinking I'm talking TikTok here. And I just pull up my phone and I go, look at that. And they go, since when did you have a YouTube channel? I'm like, I've had one for like 5 months. They're like, wait, what? And they're all like looking me up. I'm like, it's not that big of a deal, guys. It's really not.
Were they hanging off your every whim? Just like, oh my God, Buck. So dreamy. Buck, please. Was that them?
Not really. But I did start doing the whole, what's one of the guys who gave me the idea of, you saw that part of it. No, you wouldn't have seen that on my story, but apparently I'm starting to do like a daily vlog thing almost where I take like a 30-second clip of what's going on in everyday life and then I just post it. So like daily now, like I'm not even joking you. Like Snapchat, it used to be just to text people that I don't have their numbers for. And that's kind of what it's turned into like, hey, you should do these daily vlog things. So I just like record something really quickly. That's just kind of interesting. So I've become more social now.
Do you, speaking since we're both YouTubers here, do you use the YouTube Studio app?
Yes. I have it on both my iPad and my phone, and then obviously.
Okay, I was like, if you're a big YouTuber, you gotta have the YouTube Studio app. That's like that's the best way to interact with your channel. Because I can just go through and like people's comments without actually have to play through the video, and then I don't have to worry about like screwing up my ratios.
If you ever see, depending on, I think you might have to break like the 1,000 sub mark to actually have it happen. But if there's ever you see a guy by the name of like Tim or where it has a certain decal, you can always tell they always comment the same thing. It says great content, you deserve more views and everything else. It's actually a bot. Like it's a guy who does a channel. He set up a bot to do that. So people like click on the channel to see that because you'll get a notification that says it because the guy has like 50, 60,000 subs. But
I got a notification like that the other day when I hit 100.
And it
but
said,
I couldn't view it though.
Because it probably took it down. You click on that said account and there's only like 3 videos that's like how to gain subs fast. So it's almost a marketing move on his end. Like it's not like it's an actual scam or bot. It's kind of annoying. Like that's his way of taking advantage of it because it's not breaking the terms of service, but it's kind of like sketchy. Like seriously, dude, that's how you're doing this. But if there's a way to do it, someone's gonna do it.
Right. Yeah, YouTube's an interesting beast. My manager uploaded something on TikTok and got like a stupid amount of views. And I'm like, I just don't know how TikTok works. Like, I mean,
I just like watching people do stupid stuff on it. If someone sends me something,
I go through Instagram to do that. I don't have TikTok. I thought about getting TikTok for the TikTok thoughts back in the day when when they were all doing what was it? Hit or miss.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember Hit or Miss? I don't know if a lot of people remember Hit or Miss. And actually, I've done a rendition of Hit or Miss on my channel. No, I didn't. I acted like a TikTok thought on one of my videos for testing memes. If you want to see my cringy content besides like just me like the old content where it's just poor quality in general, if you want to see something that was higher quality, was meant to be higher quality but still cringy, my testing memes, just the first little like intro to each video is the cringiest thing you'll see sometimes. Some of them are really good, and I'm pretty proud of like the little films I do at each one. Some of them are just really cringy. This one was really cringy. We contemplated giving myself fake boobs, and we're like, nah, that's a bad idea. What? We were committed to the bit. We debated for like an hour, like, should we do it? I'm like, I don't know, it's a horrible idea. I don't know if I want that on the internet for the rest of my life. We decided against it, but we contemplated it. So you'll have to go watch my testing memes videos. I'll have to make a playlist of those, although I don't do those anymore.
If I had told you this one as well, this would be kind of funny. The very first video that ever went up on my channel, I didn't even record. That very first one that says "Welcome to the Rental Man" or whatever it was, that was recorded by a different guy in the server that we were working on. Like, he recorded it, he edited it, he sent it to me, I uploaded it, and because I didn't have, because right now my actual wired because Windstream.
Oh yeah.
Good Lord forbid we get anything when it comes to service.
How long does it take you to upload videos? Because like me here, it's like, depending on the video, hour if that.
Because say I made a 20-minute video, that's about how long I used to make mine. It took about 2.5, 3 hours to upload because my upload speed.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Not really, but there was one time I did a 31-minute video because we were starting to stretch things, and it took about 4.5 hours.
My videos, they were 10 minutes long. They would take like a day.
Well, you're out in the country, aren't you?
Was.
Like somewhat.
Yeah, I was in the middle of nowhere. The internet was it would take half a day. So I'd have to do it at night when everybody went to bed so that it was done by the time that everybody came back home after work and stuff. So my dad's like, what's wrong with the internet? I'm like, oh, I'm uploading a video. He's like, well, stop. I'm like, everybody got really mad at me. Because, like, why is the internet so slow? Are you uploading a video? I'm like, yeah. Like, could you not do it? We're all trying to use it. I'm like, sorry. I'll try next time.
And I don't remember what I think it was like point 2, wherever it was, used to be my upload. So it was crap. It's done. Like, you can't. And then I went and I swapped out and I went into, because I got US Cellular, and I went in and I saw, because when I switched to that from Verizon, just because my mom was like, well, let's just go in there because it'll be cheaper, obviously, from them to them. Even though the service might be a little bit worse, it's going to be better to do US Cellular because it'll be cheaper. Well, when we did that, because I actually get the same amount of service that I got from Verizon. I get the same service from Cellular out here that I did with Verizon. Sure, it might be just a little bit slower, but honestly, the dead zones, like, there's 2 of them that flipped, and one of them was like halfway towards Lincoln, and the other one was somewhere on towards like Ceresco and all that stuff. But
I don't even have dead zones anymore. I don't even notice them. Mm-hmm. Usually because I'm driving, and I shouldn't be on my phone anyways. Yeah, but I haven't noticed any dead zones. I don't get dead zones until I get out by Valparaiso, and then I'm out in the boonies. Then you start getting dead zones. Or the high school in general is just a dead zone. I don't know how it's even possible.
Lead walls.
Even outside, you barely get signal. It's like
you have to walk like mid parking lot just to get like 2 bars or even one.
They don't even have jamming. So it's like, it's not even the schools actively preventing it. There's just no service there. Yeah. I'm like, I'm baffled. Yeah. My parents always complained because my mom would always talk to her sister on the way home from work every day. And she's like, okay, I got to hang up on you at the end of my driveway because you hit the end of the driveway.
It just gone.
Hung up. This is back in the old brick phone days. It's still like that sometimes. Mm-hmm. I'll be like, hello.
Call failed. But yeah, that's about the only spot. But I went to Cellulars to see because they offered a modem that you could run off their cell towers, and that's what it was. It was pretty much was Wi-Fi from said company. Like it's pretty much just running a bigger version of a hotspot off your phone. And
I would kill for 4G speeds sometimes. Like
I get
4G
5G.
is really...
it's 4G, but like I get the
5G. Oh,
actually, Cellular did come out with 5G, but we don't have that. You'd have to upgrade the plan.
You also don't have the phone for it.
Yeah, well, that could possibly change, but I'm Mr. Stock McGee here. When I went, because I also got an iPad, but when I got mine, I walked in there. They were like, come look at this iPad 11 Pro. Come look at this iPad Air. They were showing me all these different models that are, if they were comparing it to like a truck trim level, you'd be talking something they're showing me like the $60,000, $70,000 trucks. And I'm like,
I want that one over there in the corner.
I'm like, do you have like a bone stock basic iPad, big $20,000 rear wheel drive? Boom, boom. I'm spending nothing on a iPad. He goes, let me check. He comes back like 20 minutes later and he's like, we had one left.
Is that what you used to film that video with your dad and the wooden trucks?
No, that actually was on my phone. I have a 7.
Okay, well, it was disorientating because the
lighting was crowd.
I'm gonna do some camera nerd here. So, oh god, what is it called? It's the
auto level or something.
No. It's the dynamic range. There it is.
Yeah.
The dynamic range is piss poor. And
it is so bad.
So the camera has to adjust.
Yeah.
Constantly. And it was like, oh, this is irritating.
It was like, I knew the only way we could have stopped that is if we would have filmed it like we did the first segment with the trucks. Because the first part, because the back deck faces towards the north. And then the other side is east and then west, obviously. So it's north, south, east, west. But it was like 9:30, 10 in the morning when we recorded this. So when we did the shot towards the house, the lighting was good because we were facing the south wall. But when we had to try to fit these trailers on there, and the trailers are like, they're 1/16 scale of 53-foot trailers. Like they're about 5-6 feet long. So you couldn't fit them on the glass table. Even if you could, like it'd be like stretched almost all the entire thing. So he went downstairs and grabbed the table, and I brought up the thing. Well, he set it against the railing on the north wall. So I already knew lighting might not be too good here, but I'll take a chance at it because I'm only going to be looking at like one thing. It's a dark thing. We're on a dark tablecloth. The railing's brown. And in the backyard was like a darker green grass. It was awful because I could just see the thing going back and forth. It was fluctuating on my end. And I'm like, this is garbage, but it wasn't like, because you could still see a majority of the thing. But the second I would pan over to the other side of the rig when you're looking towards the south, crystal clear as image day. Like I almost wanted to retake that entire like 30-minute segment and back the tables up and just film it that way. But by the time we'd like actually move on to the next segment, we would take some of the stuff downstairs and bring stuff up. So it's like we'd have to restart literally the entire process. So that's why that was kind of the crudiness that it was.
As your YouTube career blossoms and you begin to work with actual cameras, not an iPad, if you want some help with it, I can teach you how to film. I've had to teach myself how to film, and so I know my way around.
Oh, good. Well, you're close. You're a closer connection than my other guy, the pickle dude. Yeah, he went.
Iowa's too far.
Yeah, I know, but he spent 4 years film degree over down in Florida. So if you watch half of his videos, like keep in mind this is a farming game. Farming. You made it look like the editor that he works with, because he has like he has 2 editors, and I think he dropped one, but he also works, like he does it himself, but I think he sent it off to the other guy to do this, but their minds work so alike, like they just put them together. You literally look like you're watching Friday the 13th, and this is a farming game. And I literally scared the living crud out of him because I was supposed to like walk into this tree-covered barn, creepy area to find this truck, and I can't get it started. I get killed by the chainsaw massacre, And then I become the guy. I flip rolls and I chase them all around with a chainsaw. And he had no idea where I was. And then 3 seconds later, I'm popping up behind him with a chainsaw, and he's screaming like a little girl running under the bridge. It was great. And the way he edited, this guy added music. Lighting was different. It was just nuts. You have to check that one out.
Well, that's what happens when you have an actual editor. You don't have to life's easy.
Yeah. Well, he's even done half of the edits to his videos too, and they're still at the same caliber as that.
I edit, and I got a bare bones editing system, and it's just like I wish I could do more. I tried to get Premiere Pro, but
yeah, that's what they all run.
Did I talk about on the podcast. You have to go watch some of the old podcasts. I talk about my problems with Premiere and the university and how I almost bricked my laptop. That's a whole conversation. You'll have to go watch those old podcasts. It's like 28, 27, somewhere in there. Yeah, that was a whole experience. So yeah, if you need help ever filming, I'm the guy, I guess, around here anyways.
I say, when it comes to IRL stuff, I like the 10K review. The entire thing was shot with I think they call it what did they call those? I borrowed it from my mom from the college, wherever it was. It was some little tape recorder thingy, and I just quick used it for the video, and then I gave it back to her. Once I got my video off of it.
Oh, a point and shoot.
Pretty much. Like it was on a little tripod, so I did the entire episode. That first intro, 15 seconds, I borrowed the tractor too. That's not even mine. I wanted to borrow the one that you guys had sitting up in the rafters at the school, but we already went into lockdown when that happened, so there was no choice of asking shop teachers if I could use it, which it's just sitting up there, so I guarantee I could probably use it for a 10-second clip. But
yeah,
I borrowed it from someone else, and then rest assured that's how the rest of the video went. But
yeah,
I can't even tell what part we're on anymore. Are we on like part 36?
No, at part 4. The parts can be the parts go anywhere from like 30, 40 minutes long to 10 minutes long, all in the same podcast. It's a fun time.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, we can always discuss after the podcast too, if you want to do that.
I'm good. I mean, we can chat. I'm here.
All right, well, we'll kill the podcast here. Any last words? Anything to plug? I mean, this is your segment to plug things. The 4th segment here.
Just keep on keeping on. Follow the rental man. That I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a camera geek. I've only done this for 2 months. Woo!
Anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New videos every other Friday, 2 p.m. Central Time. And good night.